Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's been quietly shaping global defense dynamics, the hidden partnership between Israel and NATO. While official statements often downplay it, behind the scenes, Israel's defense technology and intelligence capabilities are becoming a silent force multiplier for NATO's strategic edge. From advanced missile systems to cyber warfare innovations, this collaboration is more significant than most people realize, and it's changing the balance of power across Europe and the Middle East. For years, Israel has operated on the periphery of NATO, not a member, but a crucial partner. This unique position allows it to contribute advanced defense technologies and intelligence insights without being bound by all of NATO's internal politics. Over time, this relationship has evolved from limited coordination to a deep, tech-driven alliance. NATO member states, particularly the United States, the United Kingdom, and Germany, have all benefited from Israeli advancements that strengthen collective security, especially against emerging threats like drones, hypersonic weapons, and cyber attacks. The partnership's roots go back decades, but what's happening now represents an entirely new phase. Israel's innovations in missile defense, systems like Iron Dome, David's Sling, and Arrow, have not only defended its own skies but also inspired NATO strategies for air and missile defense. NATO analysts have closely studied the Iron Dome's success in intercepting short-range rockets, and its underlying radar and interception technologies are now being integrated into NATO's layered defense architecture. In 2025, joint tests between Israel and European partners hinted that elements of these systems might soon protect NATO bases and cities. Another cornerstone of this cooperation is intelligence sharing. Israel's intelligence services are renowned for their precision and speed in identifying threats. Whether it's cyberattacks from hostile states, weapons smuggling routes, or terrorism financing networks, Israel's intelligence feeds have become a quiet but essential part of NATO's threat awareness systems. The collaboration particularly intensified after 2014, when NATO recognized the growing importance of the Middle East in European security. Since then, Israel has provided valuable data on Iranian missile tests, drone warfare tactics, and the movement of extremist groups that pose cross-border threats. Beyond intelligence, the technological exchange is where the partnership truly shines. Israel is a world leader in developing AI-based surveillance, electronic warfare tools, and autonomous defense systems. NATO has shown increasing interest in integrating these technologies to modernize its forces. For example, Israeli defense companies have worked on joint projects with European partners to develop smarter radar systems capable of distinguishing between decoys and real targets. These innovations are vital in an era where drones and hypersonic missiles are becoming more common on the battlefield. Cybersecurity is another major field of cooperation. Israel's reputation as a cyber superpower has made it an indispensable ally for NATO in the digital domain. Israeli companies and government agencies have helped NATO member states strengthen their cyber defense infrastructure, sharing techniques to detect and neutralize sophisticated state-backed hacking campaigns. In 2023, Israel participated in NATO's Locked Shields cyber exercise, where it played a pivotal role in simulating real-world attacks and defending critical infrastructure. These exercises showed just how synchronized Israel and NATO's cyber defense strategies have become. The cooperation also extends to training and joint operations. Israeli defense forces frequently host NATO delegations for tactical training in counter-terrorism, urban warfare, and drone interception. These joint exercises help NATO troops gain experience in handling complex Middle Eastern environments, something Israel has mastered over decades. In return, NATO provides Israel access to strategic simulations, intelligence analysis tools, and logistical frameworks that enhance interoperability between their forces. But perhaps the most intriguing part of this partnership lies in its subtle diplomacy. Officially, Israel is not a NATO member, but it has been part of the Mediterranean Dialogue since the 1990s, a forum created to strengthen cooperation between NATO and countries in the region. However, over the past few years, Israel's participation has quietly grown beyond dialogue. Israeli defense attachés have been working more closely with NATO's command structures, and Israeli-made systems are increasingly being considered for NATO procurement programs. One clear example of this growing integration is the Barak MX air defense system, which has attracted the interest of several NATO members. The system's adaptability and multi-layered defense capabilities make it suitable for both European and Mediterranean theaters. Similarly, NATO allies like Poland, Romania, and Finland have shown interest in Israeli UAVs such as the Heron and Hermes series, drones known for their long endurance and advanced sensor packages. These systems provide NATO with enhanced surveillance capabilities without depending solely on American or European manufacturers. This cooperation isn't just about hardware, it's about strategy. Israel's combat experience gives NATO real-world insights into modern warfare. Israeli tactics for countering drone swarms, hybrid warfare, and missile saturation attacks are being studied in NATO war colleges and applied to European defense planning. The ongoing conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East have underscored how valuable these lessons are. NATO strategists have observed Israel's rapid response systems, its integration of AI in battlefield decisions, and its emphasis on multi-domain operations, all of which are shaping NATO's future doctrines. Of course, this growing relationship is not without controversy. Some NATO members remain cautious due to political tensions between Israel and certain Middle Eastern countries. European diplomats often prefer to keep the cooperation low profile to avoid diplomatic fallout. Nevertheless, the reality is that Israel's defense technology has become too valuable to ignore. The urgency of modern threats, especially from Russia, Iran, and non-state actors, has pushed NATO to strengthen ties with any partner capable of contributing to its defense network. Israel fits that profile perfectly. In 2025, reports began surfacing about a classified NATO-Israel research initiative focused on laser-based air defense systems. While neither side confirmed the project publicly, leaks suggested that the Israeli Iron Beam technology could be adapted for NATO's use in Europe. The idea of combining NATO's industrial resources with Israel's laser weapon expertise presents a game-changing potential: affordable, energy-based interception systems that could protect against drone swarms and rocket attacks at a fraction of the current cost. Another area where cooperation is expanding rapidly is space defense. As NATO recognizes space as a critical operational domain, Israel's expertise in satellite technology and early warning systems becomes invaluable. The OFEC satellite program has already proven Israel's ability to maintain real-time surveillance across vast regions, and integrating this capability with NATO's space assets could create a comprehensive monitoring network. This would give NATO unprecedented situational awareness, especially over the Middle East and Eastern Europe. The influence of Israel's private defense sector cannot be understated either. Companies like Rafael, Elbit Systems, and Israel Aerospace Industries have established partnerships with European defense firms to co-develop advanced systems tailored for NATO requirements. These collaborations often operate under the radar but have massive strategic impact. For instance, Rafael's Trophy Active Protection System, initially designed for Israeli tanks, has now been adopted by NATO forces, including the U.S. Army and Germany's Leopard 2 fleet. This shows how Israeli innovations are protecting NATO soldiers on the front lines. When it comes to intelligence, Israel's real-time data fusion technologies are helping NATO integrate different surveillance systems more effectively. The use of AI-powered analysis enables faster decision-making, a necessity in modern warfare where threats evolve by the minute. NATO's joint command centers in Europe are believed to have incorporated Israeli algorithms that enhance target recognition and threat prioritization. This quiet integration underscores just how deep the collaboration has become. Politically, this hidden partnership has also created new diplomatic opportunities. Israel's growing cooperation with NATO is helping it strengthen ties with European nations that once maintained a cautious distance. Joint defense projects open doors for broader economic and scientific collaborations. In return, NATO gains a partner that not only brings cutting-edge technology but also real-world combat experience. This symbiotic relationship may very well redefine how Western alliances operate in the coming decade. As the world moves deeper into an era of multi-domain conflict, where cyber, air, land, space, and information warfare intersect, the Israel-NATO connection becomes increasingly vital. The combination of NATO's global infrastructure and Israel's agile innovation model is producing a powerful synergy. This partnership allows both sides to adapt faster to threats, respond more effectively, and maintain technological superiority over adversaries. Critics argue that closer cooperation might drag NATO into regional tensions, but supporters insist the benefits far outweigh the risks. The partnership is not about taking sides in Middle Eastern conflicts, it's about building a security architecture that's resilient, adaptive, and future-ready. With ongoing instability in the Middle East, the rise of drone warfare, and increasing cyber threats, Israel's insights and technology are becoming central to NATO's vision of defense in the 21st century. Looking ahead, it's clear that the Israel-NATO partnership is entering a phase of strategic maturity. What began as intelligence exchanges and defense dialogues has evolved into a robust technological alliance. Whether it's missile defense, AI-driven warfare, or cyber resilience, Israel's contributions are shaping NATO's defense posture in profound ways. As NATO prepares for new challenges, from Eastern Europe to the Indo-Pacific, Israel's role will likely expand further, making it an indispensable partner in maintaining global stability. In the end, the hidden alliance between Israel and NATO is not just about weapons or intelligence. It's about merging innovation with strategy, experience with adaptability, and defense with diplomacy. This quiet partnership is rewriting the rules of modern warfare and redefining how alliances operate in a world where technology is the ultimate weapon. What was once a behind-the-scenes relationship is now emerging as one of the most influential defense collaborations of our time. A partnership that could very well determine the balance of power for the next generation.